7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At their own 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time...
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Brissett. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. It's a pickup of 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. At the Eagles' 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Brissett. It returns it right back to Samuel. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Brissett on 3rd and 2. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. Collins on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Eagles hustling to the line. Clock rolling. Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
And that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
A second down throw for Brissett. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
19, set.
First down, Brissett. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Brissett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wriggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there. And he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed. Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
Sly able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jalen Hurts bringing the Eagles out for their next drive. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. On first down, Hurts. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Montez Sweat in good form there as he sacks another quarterback. And he's in good form in 2022 as well. Put up 8 sacks coming off of an injury-shortened campaign the year prior.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
73.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll manage to pick up for about 4. It's second down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
It's a gain of 35.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Swift. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. Swift again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The point after the raindrops up and good, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The whistles and a stoppage here. It looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
The man they call Scary Terry remains one of the best at taking the lid off of a defense. Not only a top 10 season in terms of yards, but he averaged over 15 a catch and was named to his long overdue first Pro Bowl.
They go play action with Brissett. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two. Sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing. Brissett. That is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brissett now. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they have, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown!